The following is a short presentation of my educational action research. My area of focus, the purpose of this study is to identify if a change in the current reading program will increase students' comprehension skills. The current reading program that I use really focuses on the students who are proficient or advanced, but does not provide a lot of additional support for those students who are in the frustration category, and that is where the basis of my action research came from. Some literature that I found to support my action research. If students fall behind in reading comprehension for their age or grade level, then students struggle to process new vocabulary and concepts presented in textbooks and other literature. I think this is very important because not only is reading comprehension going to limit those students in the general reading classroom, but also in other content areas that require reading. Another quote that I found says automated methods of delivery in which instruction is provided by pre-recorded or computer-assisted means can be delivered with high fidelity while minimizing demands of educational staff. The reason I selected this quote is because the programs that I'm going to be using are audiobooks and ebooks, and the ebooks will allow students to log on, have the book read to them out loud, and then answer follow-up questions, and the students will be able to use those on their own, as well as the audiobooks where they can use headphones and listen to the book being read aloud to them. This allows them to get the additional support they need, but yet frees up the teacher to support other students as well. Some variables that I defined, students are going to have multiple levels of academic abilities. They might be wonderful students in math or social studies, but still lack the general basic reading comprehension skills. A lot of the students are going to have an IEP, which is an individualized education plan. They're going to be ELL, English Language Learners, or they're going to have a 504 plan, which is typically follows an IEP plan if they're still struggling at some points. And then there's also going to be varying socioeconomic status, anywhere from living in poverty to students who have families who are well above the poverty line. The research questions that I developed are: will the inclusion of audiobooks into the current reading program increasing the students' comprehension skills? And will the use of audiobooks in the current reading program increase the students' love of reading? Data collections, considerations, and analysis. Data will be collected from the students' fall and spring reading assessments, which will be given by the teacher, and those will be used to score their comprehension levels. From there, they will be put into small groups. In the small groups, they'll be reading the same books and then having book meetings. When they use the ebooks, they'll have to answer review or follow-up questions. And then also I'll be taking a look at the student journals and surveys to see if their love of reading has increased. Data will be analyzed weekly based on the meetings and follow-up questions, and then changes can occur during weeks 1, 5, and 10 of the 11-week plan. Participants will be required to sign a form allowing them to participate, usually from their parents or guardians, depending on their age level. And all data will be kept private and only shared with individual participants and their parents or guardians. The intervention and action plan. Students will be grouped based on their reading assessment scores. So if they're frustrational and reading comprehension, then they're going to be in this intervention plan. The selected students will use audiobooks and ebooks and then answer follow-up questions about the reading. This will take place during the students' independent reading time, allowing them to not miss out on any of the regular classroom instruction. The selected students will also participate in a small group book meeting to discuss what was read. This will allow them to still have those conversations with their peers and discuss what they were reading. And students will be assessed again at the end of the 11 weeks to see if their reading comprehension improved. And finally, these were the resources that I used: an article by Kelly, which was written in 2015, and an article by Whittingham, which was written in 2013. Thank you.